y'all. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs, and we're going to make some farmhouse carrot decor tonight with some busted up greenery. Check it out. When you get here, say hey. Let me know where you're from. I want to see how many states we can get on here tonight. I hope you're well. I don't know. I just kind of threw this together last minute. So I started taking apart some of this wreath. I don't know what you call this, y'all. I don't even know. This is called a floral. It's one of those like grapevine wreath, faux grapevine wreaths with a bunch of greenery. So I grabbed it from my stash, and I think we're going to use it tonight. So when you get here, say hey. Hit the heart button, y'all. Let me know how your day was. Let me get this pulled up over here. I am dropping every single thing known to man on my desk. So I'm going to be working with the frame that is called the A-frame. Okay, so it comes like this in a package. This is currently 50% off, 50. It's like $8. And it comes with both of those boards that you guys see, like the brown and then the white. And then it comes with the little stand and you just screw it on. Thanks, Heather. So this is 50% off right now. Run fast, comment fast, carrot down below. And I've got one I've already opened, and we're going to work with this one tonight on this piece right here. It already comes with the holes. And you can buy the refills for this, y'all. Just saying. And we're going to use the Carrot Farms transfer before it's too late. So hit the heart button, y'all. Comment carrot. And let's do this. So I was trying to get on here earlier, but we just spent the last 45 minutes uploading all of the new transfer designs for the spring collection, the cutouts that Zach did on Etsy. So we were busy doing that. Let me grab some cardboard. So if you comment the word carrot, you will get a link to, hold on, I'm on the struggle bus with my cardboard. You'll get a link, and in that, no, you'll get a message, and in that message are tons of links, tons of information on how to purchase all of this stuff, including my shirt, the cutouts, the chalk products. Yeah, there's just a lot of things. There's just a lot. So go check out all the new cutouts he put on there, that match our spring transfer collection. Okie dokie. Hi, Kathy. So right now I'm just putting some tape on my piece of cardboard so that I can paint my cutouts. Not really sure how many of them I'm going to use. Let me see. I think I'm going to use the actual carrots. Let me think about this. Hold on. So you get the Carrot Farms, and then you get the carrots. I don't know that I'm actually going to use the carrots. I think I'm going to use the top and the bottom piece. I think. Let me take this out of the bag. Hi, Marlene. Hey, Tracy Payne. Hey, hey. All right, so if I put this right here. No, I'm not going to use this. Y'all, I just can't decide. I've just got too much going on. Okay, we're going to put the carrots down here. Yes. There we go. Okay, better. So I'm just going to use these pieces tonight. We're just going to put Carrot Farms. Sorry, I had to think about that. So I'm just going to put that there and that there to start. And what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to paint this in our bright white. Hi, Deb and Bonnie and Brownie and Karen and Donna. Thanks, y'all. Hi, Karen. Okay, so I'm going to take a sponge brush and we're going to just start painting our wood cutouts in bright white paste. Now, this is going to be messy. The sides are not going to be painted. It's going to be hard to get my little Mr. Pen in there. It's a marker that I use to clean up my edges. It's fine. This decoration is for me, not to sell. Let's just say that. Okay, so there is coat 1. Probably go with coat number 2. Just to get that full coverage look. And then we're going to do the same thing for carrot. And I'm kind of offloading, I don't know if you can see, my brush onto the side of my jar so that I don't have a bunch of paste like gooped up on my sponge brush that will get in the middle of these letters. Okay, so that is part number 1. So I'm going to dry this because I think I'm going to do something. Hi, Jennifer. It let you in. What do you mean? So I don't know if y'all have shopped our spring transfer collection on my chalk website, but we have 2 size E transfers, 18 by 24. Oh, there's balloons. That have rabbits on them. And Zach did the cutouts for those. So as I mentioned, just comment the word carrot. We loaded all the new transfer cutouts on Etsy. We've had them ready to go. We just haven't had time. Hi, hi. All right, so let's just make sure this is dry. And then I'm going to take this. My Distress Oxide. I got the glue gun out tonight, y'all. Hasn't been a while, I feel. Hi, Kate. Hey, y'all. If y'all would sprinkle the video. I said sprinkle. Sprinkle the video for me. Tag your friends. Let them know how much fun you have here with me. I would appreciate that. Let me look for my walnut stain in Distress Oxide. And let me see if I have one of my new, forgot what y'all said, ink blending brushes in brown. I do not. So, let's get some on here. And although I'm going to cover up some of this, yeah, that's probably too much, but it's fine. I'll just wipe some off. I am going to apply chalk paste to this. And I know that some of this is going to be covered up, but I really want to make it look rustic tonight. Same with my carrots. I want to do the same thing. And the greenery part from my wreath will actually cover up the top piece. So I really don't need to do that. But guess what? I did it anyways. And then we're going to color in our carrots, I think, with some papaya paste. And just have fun with it. We're just going to make something. Okay? Y'all, today was, I don't know if I've told y'all this before, but every week I have one day where I do nothing but create content. I pull everything out into the kitchen. We have this gigantic island in there. And I just make things. So, I'm excited to share those with you. All right, so I'm going to, hey Betty. Hi Vanetta. I'm going to fuzz our transfer. It's super important that you do that so it doesn't stick too well. What else do I need to do, y'all, to my cutouts, plural? Any hints what I just put on my desk? Make sure that you do comment the word exclamation point notify so that you get notified whenever we are live. Okay, so this one I'm actually not going to do that yet because I need to put wax. Thanks, y'all. That was a close one. So wax is going to help protect our paste that we painted with, and it's going to help protect our Distress Oxide from coming off. Now, do I want to? Yes, I need to wax that. Okay, so we've done that. We're going to grab our black velvet paste right there and put this down right on the cutout. Okay, let me just make sure that this is lined up, ready to go. Let me grab my squeegee. Hey, Jerry and Sally, how are y'all? I have all of my squeegees in the kitchen. Okay, so let's grab some black velvet, and we're just going to take this and put it on our carrot farms. That's the word. And just make sure that all of that silk screen is covered. Take off your excess, put it back into the jar, and then we're going to peel this up. And I'm glad I distressed it earlier, y'all, like before we applied our paste, because look at the distress along the edges. How awesome is that? I'm great. Hi, Marilee. Okay, so next thing is I am going to clean this because we're going to use this again. Actually, we're going to use this like 2 more times. So let's spray this and clean it off with our board eraser. Let me spray this. Thanks, Jerry. So let me turn this around. So this removes the paste from the screen, and the transfer. Okay, so your goal here is to accomplish, removing the paste out of the screen. Okay, I am going to just wipe this off really quick, and then I'm going to flip it over. We're going to clean it the exact same way. And my board eraser fell apart. No big deal, y'all. You can still use it. But I'm going to use this again. So you know how we fuzzed it, right? We applied lint to the back. Well, whenever we clean it, it removes all of that. So for right now, I'm just going to lay it down here for a second while I get all of my stuff in line. And then I'm going to grab it again and we're going to fuzz it. Now, what we're going to do this time is we're going to put Dune paste. So in the supply list tonight, y'all, I added the Keep It Neutral palette pack because there's like all neutral colors. And then I added the orange for you because who doesn't need some neutral colors in their life? And Dune is in there, black is in there, of course your white, and then your orange is separate. Heather, I do wash them. When I wash them, I just take them to the sink, run them under water, squeeze them, run them under water, squeeze them, and then I just lay them on like my dish drying mat overnight. Now, like this one will be fine even though I took a chunk out of it. I mean, I've had board erasers get like so thin and I can still use them. Like, if you feel like it's not taking off your paste, then you could chunk it. But I have had some for months. And you know how much I do this, right? So, with that said, I don't really know how long to say to keep them because they really do last for a long time. Fudge, chalk, wax, clean, and repeat. That's right, Barbara. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is put this on the, like the carrot piece of our cutout. And just make sure that it's lined up. Press it down. Now, I am really only worried about the carrot piece, okay? Because, well, I say that. I'm going to go ahead and just put Dune over the entire thing, even though I think the greenery is going to cover it up just fine. I'm actually going to go in with my multi-tool just because the points of the carrot are so thin and it's right in between the words at the very bottom of this transfer. And I don't want, like, the M, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, because it, like, the M is barely touching this carrot over here, and I don't really want the M on my carrot. I don't know how to say it, y'all. Just go with me. It's probably me just overthinking it because I like to do that. I'm an overthinker, and then I have to tell myself to stop. Okay, so all of that is done. I'm going to put this right over here. I'm going to close this up for the time being. And then we're just going to peel this off, and we are going to need to dry this. Okay, so that's what we have right now. And you're probably like, well, what the heck, lady? That is certainly not, those are not carrots. Nope, sure not. They are going to be colored in. Hey. Yes, they might be stained. That's right, Deb. They might be stained, but just keep on working. Yes, absolutely. My desk is making a lot of noises tonight, y'all. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Clean it because we're going to use it again, but not until we are finished coloring in what we're doing with our carrots. Okay, hi, Kathy. All right, grab your fuzzing cloth. I'm just going to set it over here because it's going to remind me to clean it. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we are going to dry our carrot piece. And it's almost dry, actually, because the paste does not take long to dry. I'm going to grab my orange. And let me find a small, the world's largest paintbrush, longest paintbrush. I'm going to use this for the orange. And I'm not even going to worry about the green because we're going to cover it up. All right, y'all ready? Let's open up our orange. We're going to take and put a little bit of this into our lid, just like that, okay? I'm going to spray it just a little bit, and then I'm just going to kind of like pounce my paintbrush back and forth, for one, to get the stuff, to get the paste that's on my paintbrush into the lid, and two, just to kind of get it to more of a watered down paste consistency, almost like acrylic paint, I guess. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go in and just color in those carrots anywhere that we have the carrots. Now, just be careful, like, try not to go outside the line. And then if you need more paste in your lid, just add more. But ideally, this entire, let's see, maybe not that section. But most of this down here is going to be your orange color for your carrots. All the way to the very, very bottom. Okay. Anybody celebrating Fat Tuesday today? It's Mardi Gras, right? We did not. We had busy, busy night. We were doing area and parameter of shapes for math. We did our spelling words. Tomorrow we have a reading project or a reading assignment that we need to do. It's like the minute the boys hit the door, it's like, okay, what subject are we going to work on tonight? And y'all, I don't remember half of that stuff that they're teaching them, so I have to Google it before I figure out what's going on. Is that bad? I know I've preached to y'all before about that, but it's just the truth. Okay, so this is what I've done. I basically painted in the carrots. Do y'all see that? Yay! But what we're going to do next, now don't worry about the greenery part up here, because like I said, we're going to add, and I'm going to turn on my glue gun because we're about to that point. I am going to add some greenery from a wreath that I had in my stash. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to dry this. We need to grab our wax again. We've got our transfer over here. It's fuzzing. And just make sure that this is dry before we go and wax this bottom portion. Just so that it does not pick up what we just did. Okay, our paint job, basically. All right, here we go. Let me grab my black velvet. Let me grab my transfer. It's over here. And then we're going to line it back up. And we're going to repeat what we just did as far as pasting the carrots and the little greenery on the top. So let me line it up. Hold on. I had it and then I let it go. Gosh darn it. Right there. Don't move. There. Okay. Next, we're going to go over it in black. Make sure I don't get those words I was talking about at the very, very, very bottom. Steady hand. And this is going to make, in my opinion, everything pop as far as what we colored in. Okay, and as I said, I don't really need to worry about the greenery. I've probably said that about 900 times, but I'm still pasting over it anyways. Because that's what we do, right? Okay. Pick it up. Look how cool that looks, y'all. It's very rustic. Rustic. Okay, let's clean this. And I am going to take my board eraser, wipe off all of that black paste. just like so. Turn it over. And I've got my, okay, I turned on my glue gun. Take it all off the back so that we can use this over and over again. That's the beauty of this stuff. Thank you, Brenda. And then we're going to put this right on our backer sheet. That way, whenever we're ready to use it, next time it's like on its home, which is the backer sheet, in its place, safe and sound. Just like that. Okay? All right, we've got that. We've got that. Don't need the green. We're done with the orange. Let me just put up all of my stuff so that we can make a mess with the greenery, which it's not going to take much because the greenery on this transfer is pretty small. So let me put my transfer back in here. Me too. The watercolor technique really is a game changer, I think, with some of these etched looking transfers, wouldn't you say? Okie dokie. So we've got this. Let's try this. We're going to grab our board. We're done with this for now. And then we're going to glue this on and put the finishing touches on it. I love, 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 love this. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting this on first, where the carrots touch the very, very bottom. And then we're going to put Carrot Farms right there. Okay, let's do this. Hot glue, I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, let me hold it up and line it up. Make sure that y'all hit the heart button, type in the word carrot. Helps me out a ton, y'all. I'm gonna put the greenery on first. See how I want to do this. Thanks, Darcy. How are you, Darcy? Okay, let me cut these extra pieces off. I think what I'm going to do, ho, ho, hum. I'm going to go there, there. Ooh, that's even better. Like this, like this. We're gonna have to kind of squish them together. And then I think I need one more. So I have this right here. Nope, that's not that one. That's not the one I want. I want this one. And I'm just going to pop out a piece of this. And okay, here we go. I don't know. We're about to see where this lands, y'all. I'm going to put a good amount of glue down, okay? And I'm going to kind of squish these as we go because it's going to cover that white in the background. And just keep going around, squishing the toppers. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hi, Robin. Okay, that's too short. I don't know how I did, what I did to that piece. I think we need this one right here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna peel this off, put that on, and then I'll show you. And then I've got ribbon to cover up some of this. And then I think we should be good. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Look. In your face, Carrot. I know, Deb, it's in my drawer, and I actually used it today when I was creating all this content, and I didn't pull it out. Okay, so I've got some different ribbon. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Should I use this or should I use Buffalo Plaid? Hold on, I gotta look at something. I know y'all can't see, but I can't find my wide Buffalo Plaid. Imagine that. I have a ribbon wall over here. Oh, there it is. Okay, this or that. Okay, we don't need this. Dun, dun, dun. Y'all vote for that. Let me look at something real quick. I want to cut some of this off at the top so that we can see the Carrot Farms sign. Bear with me just a second. Okay, I think we're going to be good there. Oh, Lord. Y'all are saying raffia. Well, okay. Yes, raffia. I mean, I was going to use... All right, hold on. Please hold. I mean, I have twine. I was going to put a bow on it. Think this will cut it? It did. Wow. It's magic. But see, what I was going to do, y'all, is put...
So because you did a layer on a layer on a layer, does that make it like 40?
I'm sorry? A 4D project?
Because you did a layer on a layer
On a layer?
on a layer.
Yeah, it does. Good job, Zach. All right, bear with me just a second. I gotta try this out. First of all, let me turn my scissors the right way. I want to see something. Okay. How was your hot tub time, Zach?
It was amazing. It was just me and the boys. I was prepping them for Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Oh, great. That's just fabulous.
You know, AKA Glamy's birthday and Kira's birthday.
Kira's birthday is tomorrow.
Jackson was very concerned about what we're getting her.
Well, you better get her something.
So what did I tell him that she's getting tomorrow for lunch?
A T-bone steak that she does not need.
No, not a T-bone steak.
A ribeye.
Bone-in ribeye steak
No,
for
she
lunch.
does not need that.
Oh, I completely agree, but he thinks it's a great thing and she's going to get it.
No, she ain't getting that.
No, she's not going to get it. She'll get something else.
Okay. Okay, let me glue this on before y'all yell at me. I want to see how this looks. And then we'll decide if it needs anything else. Okay?
Hi, Heather. Hi, Linda. Hi, Corinne. Hi, Mary.
Okay.
Michelle Pryor says, hi, Amy.
Hi, Michelle Pryor. Does it need anything else?
Oh, wow.
What?
I'm just saying, oh, wow.
Like in cute?
Yeah. Especially when that carrot goes on top of it.
Huh?
The letters. Carrot,
Oh, yeah,
the word
yeah.
holding.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the beast.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Linda. Hi,
Beast.
Tina.
Hi, Kira. You got your toy?
Oh, you bring your toy in here? Oh, I need to say hi to you? Are you excited because we're talking about your birthday?
Just like this? Okay.
She's excited.
Look, Carrot. Okay, now here's the deal. Watch and learn. Kira's excited because tomorrow's her birthday.
And she heard the bone and ribeye.
She did.
She heard bone and ribeye.
Let me just put my pins back in here before I poke myself. Y'all, I have to tell you a story. So I bought this roll of ribbon 6 years ago. I bought 3. It was a 3-pack. And I still have it to this day. Like, it's insane. It's like 50 yards or something. Well, I don't know because it's in like Chinese language, but it's a lot. Okay, so your A-frame, right? 50% off. It's only $8.
That and the other one behind
the pedestal, this one.
Great deal right there for those two.
These 2 frames are 50% off right now.
Get them while you can at that price, folks. No joke.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to unscrew this. Okay, and I'm going to lay this down and not lose those. Let's do the same thing. What is the width of the ribbon?
I think 2.5.
No, man. It's not 2.5 width.
1.5.
This is 1 inch.
Like I said, 1.5.
You said 2.5.
I said 1.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stick this longer piece up through one of the holes, okay? And then we're going to marry our little frame right in there. Put our little, whatever this is, faux something, faux leather. Okay, the little hanger piece. And then we're going to just screw it in with your finger. If I can get it. Hi, Missy. I'm glad you are too. Okay, so then you just screw it in. All right, then you're going to do the exact same thing with the other one. So you're going to take, I like to take the longer piece. Okay, we're going to put it in. Oh my.
She's like,
you like want to make sure everybody knows you're here.
She was out there the whole time with me. I don't know why she's acting like she hasn't seen me in ages.
Okay, and then you just do the exact same thing.
She just wants her back scratched.
And now you have the very cute. Oh, look at this. Look at this little frame, y'all. So hit the heart button for me. Type in the word carrot. I love this so much. This was very easy to do, y'all. Very rustic, very farmhouse, my style. But
It's adorable.
I hope y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.